Hey everybody, what is going on? Sean here, the Tech Gremlin Warrior, and today we're going to do a little kind of add-on from last week's video. Again, if you'd like to check it out, you can check it out up there, where I walked you through how to set up a completely free WordPress site on InfinityFree. That's completely free, domain names free, hosting's free, everything. Well, today we're going to connect a custom domain that we've purchased through Cloudflare. That's where I purchase all my domains, to InfinityFree, where we're going to use InfinityFree's free hosting plan. So the only cost here, again, is going to be the cost to our custom domain. All right, so let's jump over and let me show you how to do this. We are in our InfinityFree dashboard right now. All right, what we're looking at here is we've got two accounts. InfinityFree, when you have an account with them, they allow you to have the 3 accounts, okay? Again, each one of these accounts is limited as far as resources. You can put as many websites as you want on them, on each one, but again, because of the limited resources, all those sites are going to be competing for them. So what I like to do is keep one site per account. Now what we're looking at here, this is the site that we worked on last week, and this is the account that I set up for the new custom domain. It's continuouslyimprovingyou.com. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just go and create another one. Again, this is going to also be for continuouslyimprovingyou.com. It might get whacked here and complain, but we'll make it work. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to create account, and you're going to click on that purple create account button. At this point, again, they have more than just the free plans available. You get more bells and whistles, of course, if you go with a paid plan, but we're going to go with this free plan. Again, completely free web hosting. Not super robust, but hey, if you're wanting to play with WordPress, or you've got a super basic site, Continuously Improving You is just a blog site, not doing anything fancy. I think it's going to be fine here on this. We got some errors popping up here. That happens with Cloudflare. Okay, now what we need to do is when you're setting up an account with InfinityFree, these are hosting accounts, okay? So you have an InfinityFree account, and you have your 3 hosting accounts. Each one of those hosting accounts is where you're setting up websites. In this case, again, we want to call it Continuously Improving You. Here, I already knows that. What we're going to do here is, doesn't really matter what we use. We will use InfinityFreeApp.com. Okay, check availability. Again, I'm not going to use this at all, so it doesn't matter anyway. This is just for the account setup. Again, like in the previous video that we did last week, up there if you want to check it out, it automatically gives you a username. It automatically gives you a password. Not a big deal. We don't even need to look at these. We don't need to put these into a password keeper because they're going to be in our dashboard here. All right. Email consent, we have to use the drop down, and I'm just going to click on I approve, and then we're going to create an account. All right. So this is normal. What it did is it pre-populated this account label, and it says website for Continuously Improving You.infinityfreeapp.com. And so, and it's too long. It only gives you 48 characters. You can just highlight the whole thing, and it might give us some heartache in this case because I've already got a previous account, but we'll see. And then we're going to click on create account. And it took it. It was fine. So we're going to have 2 of them in there. Completely fine. So it's going to take a few seconds to set this up. They're setting up the hosting account. Boom, it's been set up. So I'm not going to do anything at all with this. Just going to leave it. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're adding a custom domain. So we're going to click on add domain right here, this purple button. At this point, it's going to be a custom domain. So we're going to click on add custom domain. What is it? Again, it's pre-populated already, or it's remembering it in my cookies. It's already there. We're going to leave the directory as it is, and then we're going to click on verify domain. So with Cloudflare, if there's going to be a drawback at all to using Cloudflare, it's the fact that you have to use Cloudflare's name servers. So we can't go in and use the name server validation recommended method here to validate our domain. All right. We have to use the CNAME validation. With other domain name registrars like Namecheap, GoDaddy, chances are you can go and change these name servers there. But because I purchased my domain names through Cloudflare, I'm kind of tied in. There's no kind of. I'm tied into using their name servers. I'm okay with that. I use Cloudflare because their DNS is a lot more robust than everything else. It gives you more features. They're faster and they're more secure. So CNAME validation is perfectly fine here, and that's what we're going to use in our case in this video. So we're going to use this drop down, and it's actually giving us right here what we need to use as far as the CNAME record and the target. We don't want this whole thing here. All you want is the first part all the way up to the very first period here before our website name. So I've highlighted that. I'm going to copy it. Now we're going to go over to Cloudflare. We're going to log into our DNS and go to records. Once in our records, we're going to go over here to add a record. Okay. Here in the type drop down, we want to select CNAME. So we're going to use the drop down. We're going to click on CNAME. In the name field, we're going to paste in what we copied. Okay. Boom. Now we're going to go back on over. I'm going to go ahead and tab out of this. We're going to go back on over to InfinityFree, and here the target. We're going to go and highlight this target, copy that. Now we're going to go back over to Cloudflare, and we're going to go over to target, and we're going to paste that in. Okay. Now we're going to turn off this proxied status. We need to make it DNS only. InfinityFree might have a more difficult chance picking this up if this is not toggled off. And that's it. We just click on save. Now, they say it could take up to 2 days for InfinityFree to catch the new DNS settings. It takes almost no time at all. At least it didn't when I was walking through the preparation for this video. So right here, what we're going to do now, we actually have to go back and refresh everything. So I'm going to click on the refresh button up here for reload the page. I'm going to just reload it. It's going to make us go through these steps again. All right. Not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and click on add custom domain. Again, click on contingencyimprovingyou.com. We're going to leave this as it is. And now we're going to click on verify domain again. And chances are it's already been picked up and verified. And there it is. It is. So we've got registration status. It's basically letting us know that this domain name is already registered. It's letting me know it's registered at Cloudflare. Now what we're going to do is just click on add domain. And it's now been added to our hosting account in InfinityFree. So watch what happens now when we go over to back to account, and boom, there's the contingencyimprovingyou.com. And there's the contingencyimprovingyou.infinityfreeapp.com, which we're not going to do a darn thing with. So it's not going to be competing for resources on this hosting account. So now what we can do is we can go through all the steps to install WordPress that we did in the last video, again up there, that we showed last week. You can go check that out. It's the same exact process. The only difference is there's going to be a drop down now. Let's go in here and I'll click on Control Panel. Actually, let's go and let's click on the script installer, and then WordPress install, and then right here, and we'll use HTTPS, and then right here in this drop down, we're going to do contingencyimprovingyou.com. Now, it's not able to find a trusted SSL certificate again. Chances are it's going to be fine, and I'll tell you why it's going to be fine. Because our domain name is registered through Cloudflare, Cloudflare automatically provides us with free SSL certificate. The fact that it's not finding it here, probably fine. I would just run with it. And again, as we did with the directions in the last video, set up this WordPress and you're good to go. All right, so actually we are not good to go, and I'm going to tell you why. I even put on a new shirt. This is actually the next day, and here's why we're adding more to this video. If we should have tested. Sean should have tested. The Tech Gremlin Warriors came out to play. If we open up a new tab, I've installed WordPress, and we go to continuously, got to be able to type it properly too, improving you.com, and boom, and no, not boom. What happened here? So we're getting an error. It's saying the site can't be reached, and it's letting us know, is there a typo? And with me, there very well could be a typo. We could double check it, but I know that we're having errors, and it wasn't a typo. As I look at that, everything is fine. So it also has a little suggestion here. If spelling is correct, try running Windows Network Diagnostics, which actually I tested this in a DuckDuckGo browser, and I was really happy with the suggestions that it gave me. These are not just, what's the word I'm looking for, industry standard, like warning. All right, so it depends on your browser. Let's go ahead and open up DuckDuckGo, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I want to show you here. Look at this one. Same thing, can't be reached, but this time it's saying check the connection, and I like this. It says check the proxy firewall and DNS settings. Okay, so here it really didn't say anything about DNS settings. So this warning that I got over here on DuckDuckGo, it gave me kind of the hint of where I need to go to troubleshoot this. And what's happened is we have things being managed at Cloudflare. Okay, so the the domain is registered at Cloudflare. When you use Cloudflare as your domain name register, you also have to use Cloudflare's DNS. Over at InfinityFree, where we've got everything set up, we have DNS settings over here as well that are handling that website. So what we need to do is take the DNS settings that we have over at Cloudflare and add them to the DNS settings. What we need to do is take all the DNS settings that we have over at InfinityFree and put them into the DNS settings over at Cloudflare. Say that 10 times fast. So what we need to do is we're going to click into Manage for the website in question. We're working with Continuously Improving You right now. We'll click on Manage. When we go into Manage, right up here on the left-hand side here, we have DNS settings or DNS status. Okay. So what we've got here, these are the Cloudflare name servers. That's to be expected. We can't change those. We're going to have this show up like this no matter what. But right here, IP address can't be found. The reason the IP address can't be found is it's not, Cloudflare doesn't know what that is. Cloudflare's handling the DNS, and they don't know what the IP address is. So what you need to do is you need to click into Manage DNS Records right here. The purple button, Manage DNS Records. We're going to open that up. So we've got these 3 DNS records at InfinityFree. These 2 A records that are pointing to an IP address need to be added to Cloudflare. So what we're going to do, we're going to highlight this first one, copy it. We're going to go over to Cloudflare, and in here, I've got my dashboard for continuouslyimprovingyou.com open, and I've got the records for the DNS dashboard open. I'm going to go to Add Record, this little blue button right here. Click on Add Record. Right over here where it says Type, we're going to use this drop down for Type, and we're going to select A record. It's already selected, so you really didn't need to select anything. Now we're going to go into Name, and we're going to paste our name that we copied over from InfinityFree. Now we're going to go back to InfinityFree. Type we already have. Now what we need is the target. I'm going to highlight the target. I'm going to copy the target. Just did a Control-C. I'm going to go back over to Cloudflare. And here, again, it's letting us know that we need that address, IP version 4 address. We're going to paste that in. We're going to leave this proxied status to proxied. Okay. Now we're going to click on Save. Now we need to add one more A record. We go back over here to InfinityFree. We have another A record, and this is to cover both versions, both the www version and the non-www version. We've just added the non-www version. Now we need to add the www version. So again, we'll just copy that. We're going to go over here to Add Record. I'm going to click on that blue Add Record. It's already set to A as a type, so you need to use the drop down. We're going to paste in that name. We're going to go back over to InfinityFree. We're going to click on that tab, go back over to that tab. We're going to go into the target. Target's the same one. We're going to copy that. And then we're going to go back over to Cloudflare. We're going to paste that target in. Again, we're going to leave that to proxied. We're going to click on Save. Now, again, this could take some time to propagate. I don't know if it's going to pop right away. We can see. Let's go over here. And what we're going to do is just do a quick refresh. I'll be pleasantly surprised if it works, but we'll see. And it didn't work yet. Probably going to take 10-15 minutes. Again, this is one of those things where they say it could take up to 2 days. But we'll pause the video and just see here. Actually, I'm going to refresh this one more time and just see what happens. Yeah, nothing's happening yet. But we should be good to go. So let's pause it and I'll come back. All right. So literally took like a minute and it already popped again in the DuckDuckGo browser. I wanted to keep this here for our video. Now we're going to do a refresh and it still doesn't want to pop for me. Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go into an incognito window. We're going to do a Control-V to paste this address in. We're going to do a continue and boom, it's opening. It's kind of slow. Again, that's going to happen with InfinityFree. It's completely free. We're using their completely free plan. And again, the resources are limited and it's not super robust. But again, for learning WordPress, being able to use plugins, being able to use themes, this is the way to go. So now everybody, we are all set. So thank you for watching. If you're really enjoying these videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And that's it. Have an awesome day.